I think we good. I think we good. Let's bring this in right. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all already know what's good, y'all. What's good, y'all. What's good, y'all. What's great. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Can the Brothers Get a Rap podcast. This is episode 114. Oh my goodness. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild. I'm joined with my guest host, my brother, one of my best friends, man. Good dude. Y'all better know him. Jokey from Jokey Entertainment. Let him know. Show him that love, y'all.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yo, again, thank you for tapping with us tonight, man. Yo, I mean, this is love right here. This is family right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How we do when we connect. It's gonna be a fire jam-packed show. It's a lot that went on, so that's how it's on tonight. Also, quick shout out to some of the day ones already in the chat. I'm seeing badges in the chat. I love it when I see them badges. Shout out to some of our people that's already in the chat. Let me just take a quick gander. Krista, Matlock in the building. Culture Talk already in the building. King Prince is in the building as always. Winter Breeze in the building. Some of our day ones. Again, thank y'all for tuning in to the podcast every Thursday and Sunday at 10:30. Y'all stay on time. Y'all stay on tilt.
Big Prince on it this morning. He on it, boy. Big Prince is on it.
He came in hot. Prince, man. Again, thank you for your contribution. Let me hit King Prince with a little bit more love. Pause on that. Yeah. Throw some claps on him. Again, King Prince, appreciate you. Jay-Z.
We're gonna touch on that, King Prince. We're gonna touch on that.
Yeah, Jay-Z has that essay case. Not
Yeah.
surprised. Yeah,
That's why I say he on it, man. He on it. He hot. He coming out.
Yeah.
Woo.
It's going to be popping. We got you. We got you, King Prince. Don't touch that dial. We got you. Y'all, if you haven't looked into the membership portion of the page, links is in the bio. Check out the memberships, different access, and you also get some badges, your badges, your badges. Thank you for supporting the show. It helps us grow the channel and upgrade and just give y'all great content. All right, y'all, let's start this off. No more delaying. We ain't playing. Let me bring up my notes for tonight. Y'all already know how we do this. Popular opinions, first segment of the night. This segment is brought to you by OUV Records. Make sure you go to Instagram at OUV Records. The label model is create, document, and inspire. Make sure you stay in tune to the latest music and merchandise, y'all. First question of the night. Again, this is popular opinions. These are not our questions. These are the world questions. So stick to the answers in the questions, y'all. Okay? I'm going to strangle y'all tonight. All right, first question of the night. Nastiest hairstyle in a movie on this list. Nastiest hairstyle in a movie on this list. Number one, Shamar Moore in Family Reunion, Medea's Family Reunion. Number two, Samuel L. Jackson in the movie Soul Man. Number three, Mekhi Phifer in the movie 8 Mile. Number four, Tyler Perry in the movie A Family That Prays. Let us know what y'all think in the chat. What you got, bro?
I got number two.
You got number two? Why number two?
Samuel Jackson hair look messed up every show he do. He got that George Jefferson going on, bro.
A fact. Like, I've never seen Samuel L. Jackson. Man, I never had. And every time I seen this man here, it was always just jacked up. You know, like the first time I think I ever seen Samuel Jackson in anything was probably well, it wasn't a movie, but you remember the precursor to the stand up Raw?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Well, precursor to that where Eddie Murphy has basically like a movie before the stand up, and he played like the uncle in that, which he was funny in that one as well. All right, so y'all going in already. So
Yeah, I see. I going.
So so you said I'm sorry. So you said Samuel Jackson, right?
Mhm.
You said Samuel Jackson. I'm seeing three. I'm seeing Mekhi Phifer. I'm seeing Tyler Perry. Uh, I'm going with. I gotta go with Shamal Moore on this one. I got
Yeah,
Shamal Moore family that a family reunion. Shamal Moore braids look
yeah, that was crazy. That was bananas. I'm not gonna
that like I don't know who put that together, but that
lie.
crazy. Everybody joint look crazy, but every that dude joint was looking crazy. Shout out who's that? Spit. Shout out to Spit Hot in the
Split
building.
shot.
Appreciate you
Split.
tapping in. Shot
Hmm.
to go today. John Lennon shot 44 years ago. Appreciate you
Hmm.
tapping in. Mr. Good Day. Appreciate you for
Hmm.
tapping in. Have a good day, both.
Try Mig Gamer.
Try man.
What's up?
Appreciate you tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure your answers in the chat. Hit that like button while you're here. We appreciate it. It helps grow the show, y'all. All right. So again, you went with Samuel L. Jackson. I'm seeing the chat. It's a mixed crowd. I'm seeing Mekhi Phifer, Tyler.
Hmm.
My vote was for Jamal Moore at 39%. The rest of the world went with Mekhi Phifer in the A
Hmm.
with the nastiest hairstyle in a movie. What do you think about that?
I didn't think it was that bad. I think your pick was better. I didn't think it was that.
I think it was such a far fetch though, because no Makai Fife will always keep
Yeah, just cause yeah.
it.
He usually have seasons and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then like I remember the super young Makai, he always kept a fresh baldy. You know what I mean? The
Hmm.
baldy
Yeah.
was like that was like one of the top like styles you could have like in that like
Hmm.
time or whatever. But and MJ, like all the like famous people really had like the Baldies at the time. So I remember
Hmm.
fighting from the Baldy era. All right, moving on to our next popular opinion question, y'all. Favorite music label on this list. Favorite music label on this list. Number one, Aftermath Entertainment. Number two, Bad Boy Entertainment. Number three, Def Jam Recordings. Number four, Loud Records. Let us know what y'all think in the chat.
Damn, that's a hard one.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. And I know people, y'all probably going in because I hear Bad Boy, but if we just think about the music, Bad
Hmm.
Boy label, like you can't refute that at all. They got
Hmm.
proper hits. So yeah.
And the game messed up that Puffy been going. Ever since Puffy been gone, the whole music industry went downhill.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Hmm.
I mean, the music game haven't felt the same
Hmm.
quite some time, to be honest with you. And
Yeah.
music is suffering because of that. Like people don't even really feel like doing music anymore. You know,
Yeah.
you could feel it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know, uh, at the end of the day, I mean, he's still needed in the game, but he going with what he going through. But there's
Yeah.
been a lot of great music throughout time. So that's the only point I want to make. Are you who you got on this one though?
I'm gonna have to go with Def Jam.
Okay, why Def
Yeah.
Jam?
The consistency over the years, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, this one is tough, man. This one is tough. I'm re- I love Loud. I see Loud in the building.
Hmm.
Um, but for me, it's really between Def Jam and Bad Boy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like Bad Boy really shaped my childhood. Like when I
Yeah.
was a real young pup coming up in the game, I fell in love with Total and the songs that they was making and their style. I love like Mace pause, but Mace was my favorite rapper in the world before I really got like really in tune
Mhm.
with Jay-Z. But Mace was my dude growing up. You know what I mean? The lot.
Mhm.
I mean, just everything that they had going on. Little Kim, Biggie Smalls, Black Rob, 112.
Mhm.
It was a couple other people I can't even think of at the time. Even Little Caesar had a wave that was popping. Like then you had Junior.
Mhm.
Like so for me, I think I already said I'll say Bad Boy. I'm gonna go with Bad Boy. Bad Boy is probably my favorite label on this list, y'all. So you went with Def Jam. I'm seeing Loud in the building. I don't want to get rich.
I don't even understand what that means. Broseph, elaborate. I don't want to get rich, leave you, or the
In the he probably
Oh,
said,
Mace. Okay. No doubt.
yeah, yeah. Early Mace
Shout out to Mace. Mm-hmm.
for me was just popping. Like for me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
proud of you. Um, so yeah, so again, I went with Bad Boy. Pause. You went with Def Jam. Again, I'm
Mm-hmm.
used in the chat. Again, let us know what y'all think in the chat. The rest of the world at 55%. That was a heavy dosage. 55% went with Aftermath Entertainment. What do you think?
Really?
Yeah,
they
yeah,
didn't have a lot of. Well, I don't know. Did they have a lot of acts like it? I don't know. They have to ask Bad Boy and Def Jam.
yeah. They didn't have nowhere near the amount
Yeah,
of as
itinerary.
yeah, not even nowhere near the amount of acts as Loud.
Yeah,
So I'm really surprised by the answer. But
right.
again, y'all, this is not my answer. This is not my bro answer. These are the world answer. And 50,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot. I don't know who exactly
Yeah.
asked.
Hey,
That's the
go
answer.
by popularity, I guess.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yesterday, a girl asked for my number and said she liked me, but then today,
Block me for no
like
reason.
for some reason, I avoid her. She makes it look bad on what to do.
uh,
Shout out to P, man. Listen,
hey, man.
as, as,
She
as
don't like you for real.
as a big brother,
Yeah, she don't like you for real. Bro.
as a big brother, leave her alone. Leave
Yeah.
her alone. Because when you don't pay no attention to it, when she sees that you're not going to respond to her energy, she
Mm-hmm.
wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what you do after you get her attention? You continue to leave her alone. She's doing you a favor. You may like her, you may want to smash her, you may whatever, but trust
Mm-hmm.
me, she's doing you a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Not someone else. That's
And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Like you have to put your foot down at a certain. It's not even about like you got to have certain boundaries with people too. Don't let anybody just disrespect you any old way. You know what I'm saying? If somebody not gonna give you the mutual respect, they don't mean take the warning signs as a lesson and move on. There's somebody out there that's gonna like you. That's gonna talk to you when you want to talk and stuff like that. They ain't gonna play them games with you. You know what I'm saying?
that's a
You don't
fact.
need no power struggle or no relationship. For real.
That's a fact. And I tell people this too. Don't be afraid to have the uncomfortable conversation, but have the uncomfortable
Mhm.
conversation and be resolution. In this
Mhm.
situation, leave her alone. Just like my bro,
Mhm.
there's a line that's going to be crossed. If you don't enjoy my time on my time,
Mhm.
then guess what? There's somebody else that will.
Mhm.
Make sure you handle that, brother. Remember when Jay-Z did collaboration with Linkin Park? Yep, remember that. Oh, dope joint. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next popular opinion question. Y'all live in the chat tonight. I love it. We love the engagement.
Yeah. They live today.
Appreciate y'all. Which movie character was ready to risk it all? Which movie character was ready to risk it all, y'all? Number one, Richie from Harlem Nights. Number two, Marcus Graham in Boomerang. Number three, Nino Brown in New Jack City. Number four, Roscoe Jenkins in Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Let us know what y'all think in the chat.
Ready to risk it all.
Ready to risk it all. They was ready. All these dudes was ready to risk it all.
I was gonna say that's a hard one.
They was all ready. They was all ready to risk it all. I'm in the chat. They going crazy in the chat. I'm seeing Roscoe. Roscoe was definitely ready to risk it all. He had his fiance with him all at the family reunion. He trying to get to Lucinda And she came with his cousin. Like he was ready to like, yo.
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They said, let's say two. Marcus Graham was ready to risk it all. He a kid. He was ready to. He was ready to. Mind you, him.
Mhm.
Halle Berry has solidified this situation, and when Rob
Mhm.
started hitting him with the ooh wah, he was.
Yeah.
He told Halle Berry. He said, "Yo," she said, "I'm a better man, and I owe that order you." Like, that's wow. You know what I'm saying? But Nino Brown, like when Shorty started busting the wine on top of the steps and in front of his Shorty and in front of his mans and them, and
Mhm.
he like, yo, you could put a baby in me, like right here, right now. He was like,
Mhm.
yo, you right. I could do that right.
Mhm.
He was ready to risk it all. But my pick, I gotta go with Richie from Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
Richie from Harlem.
Yeah. I agree with that one. I'm with you on that's the first we both agree on the same thing.
Harlem, Richie from Harlem Nights. After he finished smashing, she tells him, "I think I've fallen in love with you." A single tear came out my man's face. A single
Mhm.
tear. He was like, "Oh my God, this is beautiful."
Mhm.
Leaves, calls his wife,
Mhm.
like, "Hey, I ain't never coming home. Take it easy."
Mhm.
Oh, just ready to risk it all. So I'm going. I'm going with Richie from Harlem Nights. In the chat,
Mhm.
I saw. I seen Marcus Graham and I seen Roscoe Jenkins. Uh,
Mhm.
advice, my son. Question for the day. The guy on the right looks like he steals taxes. You stupid. Uh, my boy Rowan Jack in the
Yeah.
building.
What up, Ronan?
Right, invested gold. My boy Rowan in the building. All right, so again, I went with Richie. My brother went with Richie. In the chat,
Mhm.
Marcus Graham and Roscoe Jenkins. The rest of the world at 43% went with Richie from Harlem Nights.
Mhm.
What do you think about that?
Mhm.
What do you think about that? What
I
do you
agree
think
with
about
you. No, I mean, what you said? Everybody with number four?
No, they went with Richie at 43%.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that's what I went with too. So
Yeah,
we all on the same page. We all on the same page on this one.
yeah. I mean, that movie is so classic. Harlem Nights, I think, gets a little lost in the class of most funny movies. But you have so many heavyweights in that movie,
Yeah, yeah, you did.
top tier work. The jokes is
Yeah.
on a whole nother level, and it's natural. They not even trying to make us laugh like that. They just going hammies. And the fact that Della Reese says, "I got a girl so good, if you threw her stuff in the air,
Of
turn into
course, that's fine. Yeah.
that wicked." That is wicked. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next segment. Hollywood need to ask us. We came up with
Mhm.
it because Hollywood has given us a whole lot of movies we didn't ask for. We got better ideas. So tonight, I kind of missed this a little early. I thought I had mine, but off the top of my head, I want to see a movie based on the real, uh, the real ramifications after the OJ trial and after uh what was it, the riots, because you had the OJ trial, then you had the riot,
Mhm.
you had what was my man that got he
And
got
I was watching the Laker game, man, when that happened, man. When we got arrested, I was watching
yeah,
it.
and what's my man name that got beat up by the cops?
uh, God damn. Um, damn. Rodney King.
Rodney King. Right.
Mhm.
Then there was the Watts
That's
riot.
old age, y'all. That's old age.
Yeah, I want to see the aftermath of that, not necessarily amongst the political structure. I want to see the aftermath when it comes to everyday people. Because one thing that I realized growing up, like race in this country is something that
Mhm.
a construct. is not a real thing.
Somebody said they have a movie out like that. It's on Prime called what's the name of the movie, Arturo Gomez? There's a movie out on Prime, 1992.
Yeah, he's talking about the one with Tyrese, but what I'm talking about is the one that it really shapes the everyday people. Because the point
mm-hmm,
I'm making is that race is a social construct that
mm-hmm,
in this country because it benefits people, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Benefit from racism, right? And it's not
yeah,
white people, it's not necessarily cultured people, but it's from the sense of class. People that benefit from racism, they're in a different class. So in their class system, they benefit from it, right? So the point that I'm making is that the world that we live in is really based on subculture, right? So at the older I got, I had like this thought in my head, like all people who are white don't like me, right? But
mm-hmm,
ball. I play basketball. I box. Guess what? My team
right,
is white. And my teammates who are white is just white. Like they're my friends. I
right,
don't that's my white friend. No. That's my friend and he just happened to be white. So
mm-hmm,
thing, right? So that subculture by itself ties us together. And guess what? We blood,
mm-hmm,
sweat, tears. We fought for each other.
mm-hmm,
So that let me know in my young self that race is a social construct that people benefit from, and people who doesn't have as much don't look at
mm-hmm,
it perspective, they fall right in
mm-hmm,
and use it to go against each other when we're really not that different.
right, mm-hmm,
We like we like the same things. We like the same music,
mm-hmm,
same sport,
mm-hmm,
same women, the same this, the same that. We like to do the
mm-hmm,
same thing, same skill. So
right,
with that thought process in mind, it's
right,
a construct that's created to keep people divided. So I want to see a movie that's really dealing with everyday people and not just. I don't want to see it from the eyes of the cop. I don't want to see
mm-hmm,
the eyes of the judge or the eyes of the DA. You know, because
mm-hmm,
there's been things that's shown that
mm-hmm,
as. So that's what I want to see a
mm-hmm,
movie based on.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
That's your preference. I personally feel like people don't want to see that. People want to see pain and suffering, and people want to see that. Even in music, people don't want the goody two shoes stuff. They want to see the pain and what's really going on out there, and you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
That's what attracts you. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Toro. I know what movie you're talking about. Toro.
Hmm.
I know which one you're talking about, but they deal with a different aspect in that movie that I want to
Hmm.
like more specifically on the everyday person that
Hmm.
deals with people of other races. And do that change because this thing in the world is saying that we supposed to hate each other? It's like, dude, I don't hate.
Hmm.
We fought for each other. We bled for each other. You know. So
Hmm.
do with
Hmm.
the 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 relationship in itself of being close and being brothers. So that's something that I would like to see. Shout out
Hmm.
Johnson. Is
Still
that
shout them out. Shout out to Alex and Kevin. Even though Alex, you looking like a troller right now, but shout out to Alex and Kevin, man. Thanks for coming through.
yeah, appreciate you. Shout out to
Yeah.
uh old black people need to stop pushing feelings
Mm,
onto their kids, making them feel.
Making them feel life is impossible, horrible POV. Yeah.
I can agree with that, but see the thing is, right? Because I do agree with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to put that in your children as well and surround them around that same type of energy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
When I had my daughter, right, the first people who was in the hospital was some of my friends. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them happened to be white. And what did they do? Hey man, I'm so happy for you. They bought the cigars and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't have anything to do with race. They see me as their friend. I see them as my friend. They
Mm-hmm.
for me. I fought for them. We bled together. So
Mm-hmm.
it just kills me with this whole narrative that I really would like to see a movie in this aspect
Mm-hmm.
and how a real relationship really ties in together when you're dealing with different races of people and them actually being friends and actually being close.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I want to see a movie regarding that, because even our viewership, people that watch,
Mm-hmm.
they all
I
not.
was watching a movie the other day. The enemy between us, the one with Taraji Henson, and she's a civil rights activist, and she's going in against the guy Brand, who was
Yeah,
the head of the Klan,
yeah,
and they wound up being the best of friends at the
yeah,
end. I
yeah,
like stories like that. Like that's a very good movie.
yeah, yeah,
Where the best of enemies, the best of enemies.
yeah.
Watch that movie. That's a good movie. And you know what's funny? It's the same old blueprint with the climate. It's the same old blueprint. And this movie came out in like 2015, 2016.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Same blueprint.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's the thing. Like I said, even our supporters, everybody's not melanated, but they
Mm-hmm.
we mess with them. If you support,
Mm-hmm.
I do. I mess
Mm-hmm.
regardless of race. Like that to me is such a tired narrative, and
Mm-hmm.
we so tied to subcultures more than the actual racists and all. Like, get out of
Mm-hmm.
it. If you mess with me, I'll mess with you. Simple and clear.
Mm-hmm.
Show me
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
genuine love, I'm gonna show you that back tenfold. So I want to see a movie based on the realization of that, because the narrative gets carried away too much. Looks like the rap video. Alex is cracking jokes. I love
Mm-hmm.
Alex. I love good jokes. Trust me, I love good jokes. Keep them coming. We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan Jack, my man, Rowan
Mm-hmm.
Jack, got that OUV record shirt, short,
Mm-hmm.
socks, cap, mask, wrist,
Mm-hmm.
and bag. Thank you guys. You, we
Mm-hmm.
you one of our badge holders, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, guys, different memberships, different access. He's one of our badge holders. Thank you, Roman Jack. We appreciate you seriously.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Peace to Ronan.
we the team, we sent them a whole lot of stuff, man. Like, so, and that was all just, again, we appreciate you for real. Shout out to Rowan Jack, man. I
Mm-hmm.
on to our next segment, our must see segment, must see movies, y'all. All right, so my first must see movie, I got three of them. My first must see movie is called Ed Gein, The Butcher of Plainfield. Came out in 2007, directed by Michael Feeler. A cast stars Kane Hadler, Michael Berryman, Priscilla Barnes, Sean Harfman, and Mateo uh, Indalaka. Indicato. Sorry. This movie is actually based off a true life story. For those who don't know, uh, the horror movies, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Silence from the Lamb, uh, this came from the actual real person named Ed Gein, who was the original skin. He used to wear the skin on his face, and you went to his house. He had a lampshade with ears in it. He's the real person behind that story. So this movie is a depiction on some of his crimes and murders that he did in real life. And I won't tell y'all the rest of the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you. So make sure you tap into Ed Gein, the baker of Plainfield. Second must see movie. This movie is such a good time, such a classic, probably in my top 50 movies all time. Came out in 1992, directed by Dale Lanner. This stars Sandra Bullock, Tate Donovan, and Brock Bancroft, Mary Dale McKiff, and Rebecca Rebecca Staub. This movie is called Love Potion Number 9. This movie is such a classic comedy, quirky type of film where you have two young people. They socially awkward, and they go to this gypsy that creates a love potion, and they didn't know that this love potion actually works. And you have to see the rest of the movie. I won't ruin it for you, so make sure y'all tap into classic movie Love Number 9.
What's up, Trevor?
Huh?
No, I'm just saying what's up to some of the people in the chat.
Okay. All right, so last must see movie came out of 2004, directed by Clint Eastwood. It stars obviously Clint Eastwood, Hilary Swank, Morgan Freeman, Mike Coulter, and Jay Banicel. This movie's called Million Dollar Baby. Fire movie about
It's a good movie.
fire.
Mm-hmm.
That movie is
Mm-hmm.
me off guard. I didn't know how good that movie was. It took me a second to
Mm-hmm.
watch it, but that
Sad too. Sad too.
it the the movie is about y'all a retired. Well, he's not. He's basically a retired trainer. He
Mm-hmm.
he's losing his luster for the game of boxing. A young
Mm-hmm.
wants to be trained by this trainer, and he's like, "Nah, man, you're not ready, and you have to see the rest of the movie
Mm-hmm.
for you. So make sure y'all tap in to see Million Dollar Baby." Classic white guy, Rowan Jack. All right, so moving on to our must hear segment, uh, R&B style. I gotta go with the group Immature. 3 songs that y'all must have for your playlist. All right, so number 1, Give Up the Ghost. Number 2, Sweetest Love. Number 3, In and Out of Love. Again, the group Immature. Make sure y'all put these songs on your playlist. Fire R&B. Give Up the Ghost. Sweetest Love. In and Out of Love. So make sure y'all tap into Immature's 3 songs. All right, moving on to our must see or classic TV show. This one is actually a documentary that came out in 2008. We touched on a little bit of it last episode. This one is called Michigan versus Ohio State, The Rivalry. It's a doc
Mm-hmm.
HBO. Make sure y'all tap into the birth and why the rivalry goes so hard. Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State. All right, moving on. Cologne of the week. Make sure y'all get y'all colognes. Tap into that Creed cologne. That cologne costs about
Mm-hmm.
$5 a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Worth it, y'all. It smells really good. So tap into that Creed bottle. All right, y'all already know what time it is. We got here kind of quick. It's time to wrap. This segment is brought to you by Button Snaps, where you get classic movies, shows, documentaries, uh, original content for your viewing pleasure of $4.99. Again, Button Snaps. First segment of the night. I had to throw this in there because if I don't throw this in here now, I don't want it to get
Mm-hmm.
lost in translation. Shout out to King Prince for bringing it up earlier. Jay-Z is now looking at an essay charge.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that? The young lady was supposed to be 13 at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a charge. You know,
Well, she changed it. At first, she just had a claim on Puffy, but then now she changed it and put Jay-Z in it. So now, what's the real motive here? And then Jay-Z even said, if you look into the article, that the lawyer tried to blackmail him first, and then when he's like, I'm not giving you nothing, then he put the law.
yeah, he
I
said,
just feel it's unfortunate. I feel like we in a world where everybody want to get money. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, why? I mean, it's getting monotonous at this point. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. I mean, he really said, I'm not gonna give y'all one red penny. Like
Yeah.
he's
And I'm gonna say this too. I don't mean to cut you off, but let me tell you something, man. We in a time. Social media is very dangerous. Like, even when you look at the situation, like with Remy Ma, or you look at, like, we be making up stories. Like we be too much invested in people's business to the point where we're making up stories. Like um Jay-Z's kind of the victim of everybody putting his name next to Puffy, and Puffy been getting so much bad press. You know what I'm saying? That it's going to damage him regardless. You understand?
Mhm.
And when we at a time where you guilty till proven innocent, like like anybody could just come out of anywhere and get out and make allegations now. Then you got the YouTube police with all these conspiracy theories. Like we got to stop that, man.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We
Mhm.
got to stop that. You got to have facts, man, before you be throwing people under the bus like that, man. Because you watching black man after black man going down, like people losing all their money, man. Like we ain't gonna have nobody in a minute.
Yeah, yeah. And I said this episodes ago. A part of that reason is that our culture doesn't have a power structure. When we get money, it's individual based. And if you're not a part of our individual team, we don't look at a situation bigger than ourselves to form a power structure that protects each other. We don't do that. We get aligned with whatever we're aligned with that pays us the bag, and then we're separated. So when things like this starts moving about and all this slander happens, it's easy
Yeah.
off. It's super
Yeah,
easy.
because the media are gonna sensationalize. They're not gonna say that this woman already had the allegation out there and she changed it and put him in it. She put Jay-Z in another lawsuit. Like she added something.
Hmm.
Why you didn't do it the first time?
Hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Like, if this really happened, why you didn't do it the first time?
Yeah. Yes.
That's all I'm saying. So it's probably not true. So like why we in an era where you and the same old playbook. You want to ruin somebody, just get somebody out the blue to say they sexually harassed you and you out of here.
Yeah. And again, for us, it always works different when it comes to, again, race. Y'all remember I spoke about race,
Mhm.
right? So the people that's in those type of classes, it allows our country to pick people off based on race.
Mhm.
Again, because of that lack of power structure, all it takes is for a bad, case to happen, then you lose half your money or majority of
Can't
it.
even say race 100% because look at Governor Cuomo. Same thing. Like he got stay away.
But there's a bounce back process that's completely different from ours. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
Bill Cosby, he never gonna receive his good name, right? But you see a guy like Marv Albert who had his situation and was able to get right back into the game like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, but now you can't say that either because look at Epstein and Weinstein. They not bouncing back. Epstein is dead and Weinstein is not bounced back, right? I mean, you can't say everyone like I don't think it's a black. I just think that's a blueprint. When you want to get somebody out of here, and I'm gonna say this too. Watch your circle. Watch who you like. If I don't really know you, I'm not talking on the phone with you. I'm not. You understand? I'm not letting you record nothing I say, nothing. You understand? Like you gotta it's getting to a point where you gotta stay around people you trust and that's it.
But see, again, they're bouncing back is by staying quiet. Just because
Mm-hmm.
they're active, that don't mean their money, their finances get weak.
Mm-hmm.
Us, we get weakened altogether because somebody
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean they not still getting money out here. Like
Mm-hmm.
not Epstein, obviously, but uh
Weinstein.
Weinstein,
Mm-hmm.
he's still getting money. He's still getting
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
all his movies are still up on streaming platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Us, what do they do with R. Kelly? They shook his music down from the so
Mm-hmm.
back process is completely different. And that's why I said earlier is that the powers that be benefit from the race conversation because their class is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Best into making sure that people jar into the race, the race thing and things of that nature because
Mm-hmm.
it benefits them.
But
The
I'm gonna say something too. You got to make better decisions as well. You can't be messing around with them. Like no disrespect, but I don't feel sorry for R. Kelly. You've been messing with these young girls like right in front of our face. Even yo, no disrespect, but Puffy, you running around with a girl half your age. You act bad, right? You was acting bad. It was all good. Now that they telling on you, now you in trouble. Like you have to know when to sit your old behind down.
I
Sit down. You are old. Yo, go live off your riches. Go retire off your wealth.
but see that's the thing too, right? Well, R. Kelly, I get it. I get it, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and act like when I was in junior high, like the high school guys, the college guys, the grown men that live in the neighborhood wasn't down at my junior high school, and nobody was saying nothing. I'm not excusing R. Kelly.
Yeah. Back in the day, sugar daddy was
It
yeah,
was
we
different.
always had sugar daddies. I get it, but it's
It's
all
different,
good. Guess what though? It's all good until one of them get is cry rape or get pregnant. What about that 16-year-old that got pregnant by that 40-year-old man? It's all good till that happens, right? And it's all
right?
good until they say he raped me too, right? Like,
Right,
right?
right.
Okay.
But the point that I'm making, it has to be fair across the board. Like Nia Long, she tells the story where when she was, I believe, like 15 or 16, she was dating a 30-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
Her parents gave the
Right.
okay for that situation. The parents, her parents, gave the okay for that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So our grandparents is like 10 years apart, and you're like, damn, like, or 15 years, I would say 10 or 12 years apart. And you'd be like, damn, grandma, when you meet grandpa, I met him when he came out the service, but damn, when
Mm-hmm.
he came out the service, he was like 25. So you
Right.
15 to 13, what's going on, grandma? But the that I'm making, how that was moving, that was like a known thing, but it becomes big with R. Kelly. It ain't had no problem when Elvis was doing it. It had no problem with what's my man that ran Playboy? Uh
You Hefner.
Hugh Hefner. So you Hefner
Mm-hmm.
years old, married to 20-some-year-old twins. Nobody had
Yeah,
no problem
but
with that.
now they telling now. I saw some the thing the play the dark side of play. I forgot what the documentary was, but they told on him too. But it was too late. He gone. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, he's gone. But with this situation coming up with Jay-Z, um, it's, I mean, they people been saying it, and sometimes when you put things in the air, it does happen. If this
Mhm.
is not true, I hope Jay-Z beats this and
But I
destroys.
think in the lawsuit coming because of that, like, why wasn't you mentioned the first time? But now if I'm watching YouTube and I'm seeing how they linking him to Aaliyah and they linking him and then you see these QAnon dudes talk about the industry and how they mess with the young girl. It's you have a narrative. All you need is reasonable suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm trying to say? To start a case on somebody. And
but
YouTube be causing a lot of problems for a lot of people. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it's all lies. Some of it may be true, but the rumors is crazy. Like if you, there's be more conspiracy theories than facts, though.
true. But I noticed too throughout time that the essays, excuse me, always changes. Like when I was younger, the thing that to say about someone to kind of throw off their brand was, oh, you know, such and such is gay. You know that, right? You know he sleeps,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That used to be the thing to throw people off their brand. They'd be like, oh, word, oh, I ain't messing with him.
Mm-hmm.
Da 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 da. Now it's, essay in, in the rape type of, theme, that being.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I noticed that again, social media, because of social media, because of how the new media, because the media that I grew up to, when we had the actual news, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually considered old media, and they're, if you watch old media, they pick up what TikTok media does, Facebook
Mm-hmm.
media does, YouTube
Mm-hmm.
does. It's all out of
Mm-hmm. But I
uh
have a serious problem with that because there are people that are molested and raped and they hold on to it for years and they hold that trauma and they try to tuck it away and stuff like that. And it isn't right. But then you have people that abuse it that you're gonna make it bad. Like these people that's abusing this
yeah,
is making it bad for the people that's really suffering though, for
yeah,
real. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Because what if somebody's ready to face their accuser? They're not going to be able to because all of these people trying to capitalize. You
yeah,
understand what I'm trying to
yeah,
say?
absolutely, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ronan is right. There's a lot of money in me too, but the people that's
Yeah,
suffering don't get the money. It be some people that make up a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on the road. I have stories, but I tuck them away. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? There's people that try you. The game is like that. You around rich, sadistic people.
and
You
they
know what
gonna
I'm
try.
saying? They're going to try you. And guess what? You say no.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people you can't be saying, like, I've been in those spaces, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't be saying yes, and then 10 years later be like, he did this, and
Yeah,
that. You ain't
yeah,
had the
I agree.
why? Because they ain't give you what they promised. You shouldn't have did it.
Mm-hmm.
You shake hands with the devil. The devil always gonna trick you, man.
I,
You shake hands with the devil, he always gonna trick you, man.
I agree with you 1,000%. I actually, I don't want to say I victim blame, but I have a big problem when you agree to something and then when it don't go the way you thought it was going to go. Oh, this person did this. You agreed to this. You was down with it. Like you knew
Yeah.
go down, probably not to the extent, but you was down with the ride. So now
You
that you,
see it on so many levels. Look at the dudes that hung around the stars and they mad talking about, I didn't get this and I. Who said you was entitled to get something? You was a
right,
tag along.
right, Right.
You thought by tagging along, nobody wanted to see. They wanted to, you got your perks being next to the star and getting all the drop offs.
Right.
That
Right.
was your perk,
Right.
bro.
Right.
He
Right.
don't owe you nothing.
Right. Right. But the mind,
People is crazy, man. People is crazy.
but the mindset and the mentality is like, yo, can you believe I was around
Mm-hmm.
such and I only a diamond watch? Can you believe I only
Mm-hmm.
that? Where's my
Mm-hmm.
where's my
Mm-hmm.
where's my and the lack of gratitude,
Mm-hmm.
lack of expectation that comes with it
Mm-hmm.
is something that's really demented, bro. Because
Then you get on YouTube and start telling all the stories, telling or like say I hung with per se. I'm just giving an example.
yeah,
Say I hung with Fat Joe, right?
uh-huh,
So now because I don't hang with him no more and he never put me on, I'm gonna go on YouTube and tell all the stories we went on the road, all the dirt
right,
he did.
right,
That's what people doing now. Like that's crazy.
yeah,
That's crazy. You disloyal, you crazy, and like we getting at a time, like I said again, you got to stick to your day ones and that's it.
yeah.
Trust nobody.
You know,
Trust nobody.
it's interesting that you say that because when I was watching the R. Kelly surviving R. Kelly, most people that was speaking on him was people
Mm-hmm.
with him. There was
Mm-hmm.
a lady that said, "You
Mm-hmm.
my friends to his apartment, and I go downstairs to get some weed or whatever. I come back to the room, he got
Yeah.
everybody bent over, and I'm like, yo, what's going?"
Yeah.
But she kept bringing more girls, so it's like, and then you later became his background singer, so it's like,
Yeah, so you was with it. Like, why you ain't tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, people crazy. And I'm going to tell you, like, I've been in the game a long time. I've been in many places. I don't tell nothing. It's none of nobody business. I'm not writing no book. I tuck it away, and it's just experience.
mm-hmm.
None of nobody business, man. Don't be going around ruining people's life at your leisure because you want some attention, man.
and you want to
That's
get
crazy.
and you want to get some money because at the end of the interview, she like, yeah, y'all go buy my book about my times with R. Kelly. Same thing with his
Man.
same thing
If
with his
you sat there and watched all that stuff and you did nothing like I'm not going to disrespect no other podcasters,
right,
right? But you a scumbag if you sat there and watched, like, say, I'm not going to say no names, but there's certain people that was bodyguards and drivers for certain people. And you watched him abuse all these people and you did nothing. And
right,
now you want to talk. You a
right,
scumbag, bro.
right. So
You a scumbag. I don't know why anybody listening to you in the first place.
it's just too many examples of, okay, we get what he did, right? But you was right there. Like the guy, he was sitting there, he was like, I seen the look in Aaliyah's eyes. She was so scared. I felt so
Yeah,
bad, right?
yeah,
But he was the
yeah.
guy that signed the papers for them to get
Exactly.
married.
Exactly. My point. My point.
So
You
now,
you you picked the right way out, and that's what I was thinking about when I said it. But I ain't gonna say no names. People do
right,
their research. You know, I'm not. But come on, man.
right. It was just too it's too many. And again, it's
Yeah,
not supposed to, absolve R. Kelly.
yeah,
This is shining a light on people that's
yeah.
part of
That
it.
capitalize
That
off. You know,
capitalize.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So those people
yeah,
are just as culpable as anything else. There was another guy that was in his group public announcement. His
yeah,
own eyes. He went
yeah,
back to the they went back to the bus. The door
yeah,
hung open. He back there with Aaliyah. He was like, yo,
yeah,
I don't like that. I'm out. So he leaves the very next day.
yeah.
Cool, I
You,
respect
yeah,
his wife.
yeah,
His wife became Sparkle, right?
yeah.
Sparkle
I seen that. Yeah,
Sparkle looking for a deal. Who do Buddy send her to? I'm
yeah.
Robert.
Exactly.
And the other dude that was,
Yeah, yeah.
you sure you
And
want to
now,
do
and
that,
now,
Robert?
and now, and now, the leech is the superstar. The leeches is the superstars. The leech. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, what are we talking about? So,
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
day, this was going to be
Um,
obviously this was going to pick up more legs. The Jay-Z essay case, and with this situation, this
he
is
playing it right though. He
yeah,
playing it right. He said you should take you. It should go to criminal court if I did all those things, right? Why are
right,
you trying to get money from me? Take it to
right,
criminal court. Like go
right.
get your evidence in.
And
Yeah,
let's rock out. If that's what it's going to be, then we're going to rock out. He said it
yeah,
obviously.
but his reputation is going to be tarnished because no one
Yeah,
wants to attack because of what happened. See, now this is what I'm trying to say: how YouTube damages people, right? Because his name is always mentioned with Puffy. A
Yeah.
lot of people that in business is not going to want to be attached to anything that's going to bring them bad press. Or business. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes. Yes. And that's the same reason why Puffy's businesses lost a lot of. That's why he got. I would say that I'm going to reword this. This is why Puffy had to disassociate himself from his
Mm-hmm.
because his business
Mm-hmm.
was getting sued. It wasn't him.
Mm-hmm.
So now
Mm-hmm.
business is getting sued. It affects the
Mm-hmm.
bottom line completely. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why you've seen them businesses really pull out. So, uh,
Mm-hmm.
this is going to be a situation we definitely going to keep our eyes on. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. A former billionaire, former Milwaukee Bucks owner Mark Larcy said investing in college sports is the next big thing. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I watched that Georgia game. That's the best football game I've seen all season.
That was that was a good game.
Yeah, that was better than all NFL. Like, them kids was hitting like, shoot, that's the way I want to see a game. You see how they was hitting that game?
I
Oh,
was going to mention it later on, but
mm-hmm,
all week long, because this is championship week, they met
mm-hmm,
boys hit
mm-hmm. They
a
let
lot.
them play. That's the way but now that's the way I want to see football. But I'm gonna say because of this. I think because, and it's not even the males, the feet. I think because of the trending world, the young people, these young people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ronan, I'm with you. Yeah, I love hitting. You gotta hit for that's why
Yeah.
But back on point, trending is so big now. Like, yeah, it's better to invest in these young people. They like look at Angel Reese and Caitlin, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
trending, they was millionaires before they came in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That's the new wave. So
Yeah.
yeah, to invest in these college players, yeah, because they in the algorithm before it's not even about it's about popularity. It's not even about talent no more. It's about how popular you are now.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing about football, why it works in football that it doesn't work in basketball, because guys already in basketball don't have to wear masks. They're already getting that attention, right? And you can
Mm-hmm.
see them, things like that. Football is like you really have to go hard to get your attention.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're coupling that with having podcasts, with like doing things on the side. Like you got a guy like Shador Sanders, Travis.
I was going to say his name. He's a star. Like him, how Lamar Ball was. He was a star before he went. The balls,
Right.
all of them were stars. Like,
And that's due to their shows, reality shows, pod,
right.
the ad,
Mm-hmm.
what they doing. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so but he's saying like the business people don't realize how much money college football, college sports in general, but college football
Yeah, yeah,
per generator of college money.
yeah,
Hands
yeah,
down. Like
yeah,
the top level football facility at a college is
yeah.
fund you from anywhere from 150 to 190 million
Mhm.
dollars
Bro,
football.
I'm in Georgia now. This is big time. They love their team, bro. they
And
love. It's crazy out here.
this is for the football facility, y'all.
Yeah,
That means this building is strictly for football players, not
yeah,
basketball
yeah,
players, not
yeah.
just football players. And at these big schools,
Mm-hmm.
average the average football building run you 150 to 190 million dollars.
Yeah,
Top level locker rooms, top
yeah,
level rooms. They put game rooms. They get their own chef, barber, whatever that they
yeah.
throw in there. They gonna throw in there golf, bowling, all that because the money that these schools generate is on a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
What he's alluding to basically is like he's basically saying, because he did say this, just to add, that now people like himself or people like you, basically people like himself, billionaires and people that have businesses, they're gonna start buying colleges. So
Mm.
this billionaire, yeah, I own Iowa now, and
Mm-hmm.
Iowa,
Yeah, that
um,
would make sense. Heck yeah.
I'm putting this in the NIL.
Mm-hmm.
I'm matter of fact
Mm-hmm.
because I'm here. I could generate
Mm-hmm.
um, basically almost $1 billion or millions of dollars in that.
And bro, even before, like when we was kids, our family, we started sports when we was young.
Yeah.
But the culture now with these people investing in their kids from midgets, like they from kindergarten. You see how many parents go to these games now?
Yeah.
You see these leagues, these Nike leagues and Adidas and all these leagues for these kids now, the
Yeah.
Wrens and all that. You see how crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like the culture is, they building these kids up faster to play in sports too.
Yes. You know,
Early.
you know what's crazy? And my little league team, I think I said this last episode, on my little league team, you know how they have little league from 8 to 15, right? And that
Mm-hmm.
the 15-year-old group, there's one team per age. 3 of those guys made it to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
About 35 to 40 guys played college football.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, and then
Mm-hmm.
guys didn't go into the NFL for just various reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Other interests, wasn't good enough, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They guys got close. We got close,
Yeah.
right? So the point that I'm making, that the reason why you see the parent participation go up, because now in this day and age, if a kid gets to his senior year or junior year in high school,
Mm-hmm.
become a millionaire if he's
Mm-hmm.
good enough.
Yes, he could. It's possible.
So, like I've seen more in the last 3 years of this thing called reclassification, and they
Mm-hmm.
classifying up. When I was,
Mm-hmm.
guys were reclassing backwards, meaning
Mm-hmm.
in the 8th grade for the second year in a row. So that way, when they get into high school, they have a
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You
You
guys,
coming in and out. You going in and out.
uh, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay. So now seeing guys, instead of leaving their senior year, they actually leaving their junior year. They reclassing up.
Mm-hmm.
And that extra year makes a difference physically,
Mm-hmm.
mentally. But these kids is like, yo, we don't care about none of that. I need to get to my bag. I got a million.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? I'm not a junior no more. I'm gonna take these extra classes. I'm a senior now.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather leave this year than wait a whole nother year to leave because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're seeing this particular gentleman talk about this Mark Laurie Lazary. He's speaking about, we're going to start buying colleges where
Mm-hmm.
the real investment is. If
Yeah.
if schools could spend money on the football facility, 150 to 190 million dollars.
Yeah.
Come on now, what is that school? What is the money that school's making? Not to
Yeah.
make 1,000 people, at least 50,000 people at your average college game.
Mm-hmm.
Some tickets is just like NFL games. They not cheap tickets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Especially they team go to playoffs and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Not to mention merchandise. Not to
Mm-hmm.
coming. Not to mention rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention
Mm-hmm.
food and parking and concession
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
money.
Mm-hmm. It's
It's a
true.
it's a license to print money. So I'm not surprised on hearing that story myself. So all right, moving on to our next hot topic. I seen a story earlier, so I had to ask this question. How out of pocket is for your significant other to fight one of your parents?
I can't even fathom that. That's not going to happen. If you sit there and watch it, you're a sucker. You sit there and watch it, you will say. If you any grown, you're not going to let that happen. Hell no. You're not going to even let that happen because there's no coming back from that. Now you have to pick a side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-mm.
See, this
It's not.
one, I had an ex, right? And she will,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you don't step in when me and your mom when me and your mom, they didn't have words, but they had like
Mm-hmm.
agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mindset always was this:
Mm-hmm.
both of y'all differently. That's my mother, and I ain't never gonna change.
Yeah, that's never going
But
to change.
but you are my woman, and
Mm-hmm.
but this can change. But
Mm-hmm.
I love you in a way that I obviously can't love my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you
Mm-hmm.
have your own relationship where y'all need to communicate. As long as
Mm-hmm.
communication stays respectful, the
Mm-hmm.
disagreement is not disrespectful. You're having
Mm-hmm.
disagreement. Be
Right.
respectful in your disagreement,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it be. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not choosing
Mm-hmm.
both of y'all because I guess what I don't have to choose.
Mm-hmm.
If you put your hands on my mama now, like yo, you got
If
some.
that even
I'm
happens, if
not.
that even happens, I see. I think different. If you love me, if both of you love me, it wouldn't happen. You understand? Like, it wouldn't happen because you wouldn't want to put me in that. Just like I say this. I say this. If somebody truly loves you, they not my old lady right now. I'm a hot tempered person. If I get into a discrepancy with somebody, she's gonna say, "Come on." She's gonna calm me down, not even let me get into it because I can get hurt or injured or that other person. There's nothing good that's gonna come out of a fight, right? If somebody care about you that much, they're gonna avoid that. You know what I'm saying? Even if they want them not talking to, I'd rather like me. I would never disrespect my significant other's mother. I'll walk away if I argue a beef or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll avoid the person. I'm not gonna fight with somebody's. You know what I'm saying? No, no. Shows lack of respect. A whole bunch of stuff. Like you don't love me if you do that. So I'm at problem with both sides on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like both sides is wrong on that
yeah,
on that point.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, getting your feelings out, it matters. Be respectful in doing it, but
Mm-hmm.
like, a whole nother thing to me. I just gotta keep I gotta keep it a buck with you because
Mm-hmm.
if I have a
Yeah, but a fight ain't gonna come out of nowhere though. Now, I'm gonna say this to say this also. They ain't gonna just throw fisticuffs out of nowhere. You had known that they was beefing for a while, and if it's not addressed, that's kind of your fault as well. If there's a tension there, it's up to you to fix that tension, or you keep them away from each other. There should be no reason why. You know what I'm saying? I can't even I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even because there's no coming back from that. Because I'm not gonna be the same with anyone. I'm not because I trust that people we love each other enough not to go there. You know what I'm saying? Or you love me enough. If you love me, you would never hit my mom. I'm sorry. And vice versa. If my mom loved me, she not gonna get in the middle of my relationship either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have a problem with both of them to be honest. But you can't put your hands on my mom though. No, I wouldn't even go with a woman that's capable of doing that. I would not. I would not. I wouldn't even be with a woman that's capable of doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. And
Because
see,
there's some type of respect. Like me, I'm old fashioned. There's some type of respect missing for you to even put your hands on any elder. Like even if I don't like somebody older than me, I give them a certain degree of respect. You
yeah,
understand?
yes, yes. And see, and that's a part of my life.
Mm,
See, again, I'm from the understanding that people can have a disagreement and
yeah.
have a disagreement. You have to learn how to communicate. If you in my life and you one of the women in my life, y'all got to
Mm-hmm.
communicate. Like I'm not tolerating the fact that you walk the room and y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tolerate stuff like that.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
have to
hold
learn
on. Read Ronan's, man. Ronan said, how often is there a problem that we have to fight our wife, girlfriend, dad? We only do that if he is physical. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I was yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ronan. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, and like you just said, like, nah, respect is respect, brother.
And
Our
this,
judgment had to be off for that to happen too. It's our fault that happened. I ain't even gonna lie.
and,
Like if you the man of your household, you should seen that coming and you should have nipped that in the bud.
mhm. and
Listen, we not doing this.
and arguments is not a fight to me. Like I'm
Yeah, yeah,
a family that we're gonna argue. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
say what we say, and then we move forward. We not about to sit here and do this.
yeah,
Like I've heard the people within my family argue, and I gave it their grace. Everybody has their own relationship. I've heard my uncle argue with my mother before. You know what I did? I didn't do nothing because they arguing. They
yeah,
been been brother and sister before I was even born. But let this man put his hands on my
No,
mother.
that's different. That's
Right,
different. But he won't do that if like that. That's another thing too. Like respect. Like
right,
you. What you think is like? I've never. And you know what's funny? My mother's a fighter. To be honest, she you know, my mother's a fighter. But I've never been in a position where I had to defend.
right.
Like I said, protectors. Right? A mother's a protector. A mother's a protector. She not gonna put you in that situation. Like I feel if you truly love me, right, you're not gonna put me in that situation where I would even, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna do that.
Well, some, like we can't say all. Obviously, we can't say
Mhm,
because everybody has a different type of get down. But the general conception is what you're talking about. Is a line of what you're talking
mhm,
about. That most moms are protectors.
mhm.
Point that
No,
out.
no, I agree with that, but we talking about wrong. I agree with that too, but we talking about physical harm. Even if your mom's be like, I don't like that girl, she ain't gonna go
Right,
out there and beat the girl up
right,
though.
right,
She's
exactly.
still gonna let it be your decision. She's gonna tell you how she feel about
Right,
it.
right,
And maybe she'll come back after you broke up or whatever. So I told you, but
right,
she's not gonna fight the girl.
right, right.
She's still gonna let you make your own decisions, though.
That crosses the line. Like this is
Exactly, exactly. She's not gonna go out there hunt the girl down and be like, "Get away from my son." She's not
right.
gonna do that. Like
Right.
that's crazy.
Like this question came about for two different people, but they had two different situations. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Wow, but DeAndre Bonds, the actor, he actually did time in jail for uh, he either beat up the boyfriend of the mother or he killed the boyfriend of his mother, right? Because he felt like he
Mm-hmm.
offended and
Well,
you know,
that's different. That's different. If you got an abusive dude and he abused, that's different. That's
but
different.
but
Yeah.
but and this also stems from Krishan Rock and Blueface when Blueface was having a disagreement with his mother, and he's like, "Hey, you better stop talking if I get my,"
Mm-hmm.
and then the mother. This is what the mother is saying that she's alleged. Krishan,
I've seen that. I've seen that.
before
I've
any.
seen that.
So
Mm-hmm.
not understanding the ramifications of that is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
And what
It
type of
is.
environment that you build as a parent that's even an option that child think it's okay for somebody to okay for somebody that their significant other to put hands on.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing it more in social media.
Mm-hmm.
Significant others are having fights with
Mm-hmm.
other.
Well, in that Christian Rock situation, I can understand because there's rumors that he be beating her. So of course her father going. But this is another thing with fathers. Like, how much could you step in if she's gonna go back to the dude? All you're gonna do is get yourself locked up. What's the sense of stepping in all the time if she gonna keep going back to him? No, that's what made him look crazy. Yeah, I'm a dad because I had that problem. I got a daughter
Mhm.
and then she had a boyfriend that put it, but
Yeah,
I'll say something. But if
yeah,
you go back to the dude, what can I do? I can't control. Like you grown, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you must want that, like that. You know, I can't. What would you get locked up and you still be back with him? I'll
hmm
be in jail. You back with him?
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Like
hmm
you got to be. You have you. Yeah. We these kids got their own minds and their own. You can't control everything. So all you could do is give them knowledge and wisdom, and they could take it or not. Sometimes they have to go through the experience of it. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that's unfortunate because every father innately
He said, "You're going and said you could bury him." Yo, Ronnie, you can't, man. Yo,
every
you ever saw the product? Yo, the Bible, the prodigal son.
But hold on,
Yo,
hold on.
huh?
Every father innately protects his
Yeah,
daughter, especially his daughter. Like we
yeah,
just play that. But just like how you hit it, the nail on the head is
yeah,
if they going back to a situation, it's different.
yeah. What could you do?
You going back to the situation after I didn't
Mm-hmm.
did what I did with
Mm-hmm.
this kid. So
Mm-hmm.
you love him to the point where you're willing to disrespect
Yeah.
yourself by staying in a situation
I,
like
I tell you a crazier story. There's my daughter. She grown though. She's over 20.
that. Hmm.
Boyfriend hit her. I go to he lives in a. I went to his apartment building. Knock on his door. Who answers the door?
Hmm.
Who answers the door though? My
Her.
daughter. I
Hmm.
left. I left. So
Yeah,
I left.
yeah. Yeah.
I left. Well, I mean, who could show you better?
Yeah.
You understand? Like, come on. It didn't even make sense. I was like, I was getting ready to put myself in arm's way for what?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when I realized, like, you can't control nothing.
Yeah.
You can't control nothing.
That's honestly, that's wisdom you receive as you get older. Again, when they little, you well, obviously we don't see that moment, but if the moment comes, we ready to crash out. But when we realize the reality of the situation, that is really not in our control all the time, is sometimes you just gotta I don't want to say let go. I have to let
You cannot block every blow of your kids. Sometimes they need those blows to get those survival instincts. Just like you got them. You survive, they'll survive. You can't. And sometimes we the crazy ones. We don't let them go through it. I'll tell my kids, and then if they don't want to listen, I'm like, go ahead. They'll come back and say you was right. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom and experience. Sometimes you have to go through it to understand. Sometimes you can see somebody else go through it and understand, right?
And you know what's crazy? I think mainly because a big part of me being a protector, obviously, of my daughter as well. I understand how it feels to fight alone, even though I had to. We was all in different places. Mom and dad was constantly working. They wasn't, paying school and this and that. My brother was ripping. So I know what it's like to be fighting alone and
Me too.
through that. And my daughter to feel like she didn't have nobody to have her back to handle. So I get exactly, that whole situation. It's
I was the oldest of 4 brothers, and I had to fight all the time. See, I got my pull up bar. I do pull ups. So that's all I do. I used to fight all. That's how But you can't block. They have to get their own survival instincts, though.
Yeah.
I learned that. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to try to block every blow. You can't.
Yeah. Yes.
Then they wind up sneaking. They're gonna still do it. Like you can't. You gotta let them go. You gotta let them do what they gotta do. They gotta learn. You could tell them.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly, man. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Damn, that was a good topic, man. Like I that wholeheartedly. Uh, we covered it last episode where the CEO of the healthcare was murdered. I can't that company, but he was in front of the hotel. They put a $10,000 bounty on his murderer. What do you think about that?
That ain't no money, but what I think, I don't know. I just think stop playing with people's healthcare, man. Because freedom is people will fight for their freedom for real. We come from a world like I'm gonna just say this, and it's unfortunate. Don't get me wrong. It's not right to kill.
Yes.
But you can't free. We our country is based off freedom.
Yes.
We not them type of people you're gonna take their free. I'm just saying. You better be careful how you take stuff from. Like when you take certain, like even you saw Blue Cross Blue Shield pivot. They was getting ready to take everybody. They was getting ready to take the anesthesia.
Yeah.
After a certain amount of time, they could refuse you. Like I'm say they paid for 6 hours, and all of a sudden there's a complication. It goes to 8. They could refuse it and leave that cost on you. Now, for whatever reason they doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like here's my problem with that. You only pivoting, not because it's the right thing to do, because the CEO got murdered. So you don't want to get murdered for the same reason. So what happens when they catch him? You gonna put it back?
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say? Stop playing with people's freedoms and liberties, because things like this, you push people to do things. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. This looks very personal. The dude he wrote 3 things on the bullets. Was it delay something? And he wrote 3 things, and it's from a book from Amazon about the healthcare system. Yeah. Did you know that?
Yeah. I forget the 3 words.
Yeah.
Those the 3 Ds.
Delay, deny, and I think the other ones, it was 3 of them. But it's very personal. Why did you take the time to write that on the bullets? You sending a message. You understand? You send it's very. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody that was denied healthcare, a family member denied healthcare, disposed. That's the last one.
Yeah, deposed, right? Yeah,
disposed. Yeah, deposed. Us disposed. I thought it was disposed. Like That's it. But let me explain something to you. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody who lost their health care, couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Their family died from something like that, or because it's very like on these hospitals, what is health care when you don't care about people's health? What is health care when you don't care about people's health? That's why you even see the YouTube streets that they not even investigating. People is not even with finding the killer. That's crazy. That's how bad. Yeah.
I mean, they said it in the chat. Shout out to Ebony in the chat said, "Oh my God, John Wick." The social media calling the killer John Wick. $10,000. So y'all really saying y'all don't want to catch him because people are not going to risk seeing the way he killed that man for $10,000. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not. And again, it's a slap in the face today because you think people want to do things for the goodness out of your heart when you're found in your practices is not doing things out of the goodness of your heart.
And Ronan Jack, I did think it was a hit until I saw that he wrote on them bullets. Ain't no killer doing all that. Like, and some people say he stayed up all night and waited for this dude to come out that hotel the whole night. He's out there the whole night waiting. You understand? Like, you ever watch killers you ever watch shows like The Best Friends? I don't know if you ever heard of The Best Friends. They was hitmen out of Detroit and stuff like that. They used to lay on people, follow people for days before they killed them. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like when somebody's invested in getting you, like you understand, and you got to understand too. Like a lot of these organizations that, and this is why I talk to a lot of activists. You better be careful what liberal organization is attached to you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be marching and people marching with you. You think they marching with you. They don't got the same cause. They got their own causes. They getting all type of information, where the hotels that they're gonna be next, all type of they getting all type of information using you, using politicians, all type of stuff. They're getting the information.
Yeah.
Be very careful. Like there's a lot of organizations that's attached. Like even getting deeper with elections, stuff like that. Like you wind up attaching yourself to a lot of stuff that you don't even know. You understand what I'm trying to say?
They also said that he, the killer is suspected of leaving New York City. They found
Georgia. Georgia always get Atlanta. We took a bus from Atlanta, something like that.
That's
crazy. Yeah.
They found his backpack, which I think was left on purpose.
Of course he did. But look at all these crazy serial killers, like this. The DC sniper used to leave clues. Remember, like he wants you to. He thinks what he's doing is right. He thinks what he's doing is. A lot of people do though, but he thinks what he's doing is right. Because for you to write that on the books, I mean, I didn't do this for nothing. I did this. It's because of healthcare. He's saying that, so you can't think it's a hit. It looked like somebody who really hates the healthcare system. Somebody who's like a radical, somebody, if I was a betting man, don't get me wrong, maybe I was watching too much CSI, you never know, but I'm just saying.
No, but see, a lot of people were saying, oh, he got sloppy. I'm seeing it again on social media.
Nah, because they ain't catching it. How sloppy can he be? It's been over 48 hours, they ain't catch this dude.
There's no way this is sloppy.
Right, Ronan. Monopoly money. It was personal. He definitely trying to make a point. Like even if you look at the book, the bullets on the gun is a book. It's a book. There's a book. You can look it up on Amazon. And it's about the healthcare system. That's crazy. What's the odds of that?
There's no way this man is sloppy.
No. He planned this out. Yeah.
All night. All night. Snuck up on when nobody around. This was New York City. Often. And for him, steps that he did to get away, he got a bicycle. He took the bicycle over here, and then over here, the train over there. It was precise. And for
a man with a purpose is a scary man. I'm telling you, anybody. Ronan, you carry, all you got to do is decide you're going to do it. That's it. Once you decide you're going to do it, it's basically done, right?
Yeah, but let me land this though, right? Because they find the bag, they think it's an actual thing where it's going to be a hog of catching him. He left that back for a particular reason. So again, like how you said earlier, social,
Mm-hmm.
the news,
Mm-hmm.
their own stories that say, "Yo,
Mm-hmm.
this is what it is. He's getting sloppy. He did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Just had names
Mm-hmm.
or the names he wrote on the bullets."
Mm-hmm.
Now, so
He
my
carefully planned that out because I don't even think he's not from Atlanta. He's from New York. He's either from New York or Connecticut because that's the stuff that they were doing was affecting those two places.
what they show partial of his face, right? They got a good partial of his face. Uh,
Mm.
but again, right? We live in a world of face recognition, right? Where
Yeah,
face could be altered. It could also be
yeah.
so. th- this is going to be crazy if they ever catch this man. It's going to
I
be
think he wants to get caught. I think he's no different than like they got all type of, just like the last dude that shot at Trump at the golf course. Like dudes could jump pop on you at any like people acting like it's so hard to people just have to have a will to do it.
yeah, true, true,
People just have to have a will. It's just no conspiracy theory. That dude is scorned by the healthcare system, and he's going to make a martyr out of somebody.
yeah, yeah. This situation, that 10K ain't going to do it. I'll tell y'all that. I'll tell
Um,
it.
but it's crazy that people don't want to help though. They be like, people, that's crazy.
But
That's
see,
crazy.
but it goes back to the foundation of the type of energy you put out into the world. When you
Yeah,
don't,
but he's still a father. He got a job. That's just a job he went to. Like
right?
he's still a life. Just like a life is a life, man. You not whether. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Freedom ain't free, right? Some people are willing to kill for freedom, like for real,
But
for real.
personally, I'm not talking about the gentleman in particular, but I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about the system in itself because he's basing a lot of his decisions on the system, on their particular algorithm. Based
Mm-hmm.
on algorithms, you're not even going to come across this man's desk. So
Mm-hmm.
that is there in itself. It's not based in no type of wanting to help people to help
Mm-hmm.
help that healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going
Mm-hmm.
to get that energy
It's
back.
funny because my union, not my union, but the retirees recently took them to court because they tried to force us into United Healthcare Insurance, and we didn't. Like me, I have GHI. They
Yep.
tried to enforce. They tried to force all of us into into U.S. healthcare, and we didn't want it. We wanted to have our own choices, so we went to court and we won.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they're doing. They're forcing people into certain and even with these U.S. healthcare plans, people with diabetes is complaining. People with anesthesias is complaining.
Mm-hmm.
They're not getting granted their health care. These people are denied, and now they have these AIs that deny you it by the thousands. You don't even get to speak to nobody. Like it's crazy. People,
Yeah.
you playing with people's lives here.
So when we
Yeah,
base type of reality, you're basically getting the energy coming back to you. Again, I'm
yeah,
not speaking on the individual. I'm just talking mainly for the system that's attached to it.
yeah.
Moving on to our next hot topic, y'all. Keith Lee, who's basically the biggest food critic, in the world at this moment. At this point, he made his name through social media. He says
Mm-hmm.
5 cities that are best for food. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
Orleans. Number two, Houston. Number three, Chicago. Number four, Toronto. Number five, Miami. What do you think about that?
I don't believe them. New York and maybe Chicago on that list.
Hmm.
Nah, no. I've been in New Orleans. Food is nasty to me. I don't know. I've been in Georgia. I haven't had a good. There's only one. It's not, man. Nothing's like New York and Chicago, man.
But for me
I'm
personal
like,
experience, I feel like he left Vegas off of here. I really,
Vegas okay. Vegas okay.
I really enjoyed that food.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, my top five do have New Orleans, but they not number one for me. They probably at five.
I don't like. I didn't like. I didn't like it. I ain't gonna lie. Like there's a lot of French food. I'm not. I like Southern quote. I like
Yeah,
real Southern cuisine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Uh,
probably my favorite, well, my second favorite is probably Atlanta, mainly because of Papa Do's. You know, like
Papa Do's is cool. Papa Do's is cool, but Papa Do's is Yeah, Papa Do's is all right,
Yeah.
but you take that over New York. New York got the best restaurants to me. Like you go. New York got restaurants in all boroughs you can go
Well,
to.
well, if I ate the same way how I used to eat, then easily
Yeah,
New York.
yeah, New York, man.
Because I don't, I no longer eat fast food. I haven't had fast food, and
Mhm.
you know,
And Matthew Rodriguez, heroin. Elaborate what you mean by that. I didn't understand your comment.
but but yeah. So it's
Mm,
I don't eat the same way. I don't eat Chinese food.
mm.
No more. I don't have,
No, me neither. Me neither.
I
Me
don't have
neither.
fast food. I don't.
Mhm.
So when I go to New York or when I come to New York, it's very hard for me to find the foods that I eat now. Just
Right, right. Me too. And not even that, the service, like it's not the same. And I'm gonna say something. When you get a certain age, you have to watch what you eat. When
yes,
you get a certain age, you have to watch what you eat, or you're gonna die for sure. You're
yeah,
gonna die for sure.
yeah. Miami, Miami do have some good spots, but it's
Yeah,
selective. Like if you go to
yeah,
the hood, got the best food spots, but when you go
yeah,
to posh areas, you go to South Beach,
yeah.
all that is ass.
I'm gonna be there next week. I'm
All
gonna
that,
be downtown Miami next week.
so.
Yeah,
Oh, you go? Oh, downtown Miami. Okay, I.
yeah, yeah. I'm going to the Bahamas, so
Oh, that's fire. That's
yeah,
but I'm not going, like, because when I was down there, and I'll say, let me try this French restaurant. This is supposed to be real French and all this
yeah.
fancy stuff. And I'm looking at the menu, and I'm like, yo, what the is
And
this?
not even that, people be touching my food. Yo, if you touch my food with your bare hands, I'm not eating it.
Yeah,
I'm not eating it. And people got like, you touch my food. A lot of people don't have the etiquette, like, and I don't want to disrespect nobody, so I'm getting up and leaving. Like, don't touch my food with your bare hands.
yeah, that's a fact. Uh, so I looked at some of these places. I do agree with. Houston got some really good food. I've never been to Chicago. I've been to Milwaukee.
Hmm.
Milwaukee,
Hmm.
Chicago. I've never been to Toronto. So,
Hmm.
New Orleans for me, I could understand. Houston got some really good food. Miami, the hood spots is where it at, but
Hmm.
with a hood and where you want to really chill is not the same.
Hmm.
You know, I wouldn't put it in my top five. I'll slide Vegas.
Hmm.
I would slide Atlanta in there. New York, obviously, if I still ate the same way. Uh,
Yeah, definitely number one. Because if you go anywhere, you go to any of the five boroughs. There's a nice restaurant in every borough that you could go to. You
mhm.
can't do that. Not even in Georgia. You got to go to Atlanta. You have to go
Yeah,
to. You know what I'm saying? You have to go like to
yeah,
get a good restaurant with
yeah,
some good soul food or something like that.
yeah.
Man, listen.
That's a good point. And Cali got some good spots, man. But
Mm-hmm.
hit or miss. It's hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to point that out.
Ain't
I
been to Cali in years.
in years.
In years,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, last time I was out there, I was at one of my favorite spots was Roscoe Chicken and Waffles.
Oh, Roscoe's is a yeah. That's yo. Peace to South Carolina. Peace to Stephen Myers.
Oh, that's what's my
Mhm.
you tapping in. Appreciate that from
Yo,
South.
you know what's funny, man? Bahamas. No disrespect to the Bahamas, but I do not like their food, man. Their food is not good,
I never,
bro. They
never,
food,
never,
nah. Man.
I never been.
Sometimes people don't even get. Yeah, yeah. Their food is not
It's overrated.
overrated, bro.
I never been to the Bahamas.
Overrated,
One
bro.
of my artists is from the.
Overpriced, overrated. You
Yeah,
getting a you getting a you can get a better plate. Go to the Jamaican restaurant in Brooklyn, get a better plate than
yeah. One of my artists is from the Bahamas.
yeah. Mm,
All right, y'all. Moving on to our next hot topic. Is Colorado. So the question is, what is the University Colorado football team NFL impact moving forward?
I don't know. Elaborate what you mean.
So you see that they have Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders, and a slew of other guys who are looking to go late
Right,
second. They're going to be all through the draft.
right.
Top guys, we're talking about top four picks. at
Right.
the worst, depending on which team's
Right.
fault.
Right.
At the very worst, the way it's
Right.
looking right now is looking like 1-2. The way it's looking right now.
Right.
So basically, is Colorado, are they
Well,
going
they
to
got that. They got that quarterback. He's a 5-star recruit.
right? So the
So
question,
they should be fine. They should be fine.
the question, it really is Colorado becoming the next hub to the NFL, like
Yeah.
Alabama?
Yeah. If you getting 5-star recruits, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you?
You getting top talent coming in now. And they wasn't coming like that before. You know what I'm saying? You get top talent, 5-star recruits, yeah.
Yeah, I think this changes their program completely. When you have a guy like Shador and a guy like Travis Hunter, when remember when they came to the school, it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
rolling, right?
Yeah. They
Then,
wasn't even in the in a competitive division. Like you understand? So
right, but I'm saying no, they played in the Pac-12, right? But for Travis Hunter and Shador, they didn't look at the division that they played in as top tier. But when they played,
right.
they broke all the records that was
Mm-hmm.
broken. So it's like, so y'all say I couldn't play here, but now that I play here, I broke all the records. So
Mm-hmm.
time has passed. They're being respected as such. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the impact of Colorado basically becoming the new NFL pipeline.
Yeah, but are them kids gonna stay there if the true question is, are them kids gonna stay there if Dion don't stay?
Mm. Dude, I can answer that question if you want the answer.
Yeah, I want the answer.
No.
I know the answer. I mean, yeah, I mean that's the point. So it's not. It depends. All that still depends if Dion stays as coach or not. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And he's going to be tempted to go coach his kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
Especially if he can get them on the same team. If he can get his sons on the same team, he's
well,
going to coach.
but with college, what people don't realize, mainly college has always been a school thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The college had a great coach. That school had all the top recruits. I
Mm-hmm.
in a time where Alabama was ass. For those
Mm-hmm.
who know, when I was younger, for majority of my life, Alabama was completely dog shit. When Nick
Mm-hmm.
got to Alabama, is when it changed. And that became the pipeline to the NFL because he was the only coach in college football at that time that was really an NFL guy, meaning that he went to the NFL and took over the team. He struggled
Right.
with that team back to college. But because
Right.
of that became, we got to go play for Nick Saban because, he won a championship with LSU and
Mm-hmm.
we could get to the NFL. And that's how Alabama became Alabama. Same
Right.
if you look at USC. When I was younger, USC and Miami was that team. USC had Pete Carroll. All the
Right.
time went to USC. When Pete Carroll went to the NFL, look at USC now. Like they
But listen, can you say that about Colorado though? Because is Deion Sanders going to stay for real? Because he already had left another school. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he that invested to stay in Colorado like that?
I, I think he is mainly because see what people don't realize when he was at Jackson, he didn't want to leave Jackson. When he took over that job, it wasn't meant for him to leave. It wasn't meant for him to leave. He wanted to build Jackson to be the new Alabama. What
Yeah.
was the lack of resources that was going on in the school, and then the ministry
Mm-hmm.
started to play with his money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you only getting paid $300,000, and this is Dion
Mm-hmm.
and paid $300,000, then he
He
takes
was coming out of his pocket. They said he was coming out of his pocket.
right. So
Mm-hmm.
he takes half that salary and give it back to the school program.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention when things started happening, he had to put the team up in a hotel. He had to hit a Michael Strahan to get some suits so the guys can
Mm-hmm.
travel. They playing with his ticket money, so
Mm-hmm.
handling business, and that's what happens at times when we do business with each other, we
Mm-hmm.
cheap or we looking for the free 99 instead of just doing business, right? So that was the reason why he left. If you looked at Jackson State and all them games, he has set up a pipeline that all the top celebrities will come to
Mm-hmm.
and do this and the third. Ain't none of them contribute no money.
Mm-hmm.
None of them. So it wasn't designed for him to leave. Colorado, they had to find money to pay him at Colorado. They didn't even have the money up front. They say, yo, if you sign with us, we're gonna make sure you get your money. But today, we don't got it in the account. But I guarantee you, if you rock with us, you're gonna get all your
But
money.
he turned that school around. I'm not gonna lie, he did a fantastic job. Kudos to him, man.
So I think personally that he is invested. He shows that he invested, in my opinion. When you don't get your salary up front, like all
Mm-hmm.
coaches do, and he was able to benefit from that. Of course, coach his sons for these last 2 years. I don't think he's gonna I don't think he's gonna follow into the NFL unless they give him a price that's so ridiculous that you
I
did.
wouldn't go in the NFL because your job ain't guaranteed in the NFL. They'll fire you the next year. If your son coming in, he's a bust, you're fired.
And,
You
and
know what I'm saying? Especially if you come in with your son, he's a bust, you're fired.
and then not to mention, I don't think people realize his recruiting class. His
Mm-hmm.
class is on another level than this.
Yeah.
This was his second recruiting cycle at Colorado.
Give
So,
him another year, and that team gonna be a championship caliber team, right?
but just in his second year, this is the
Mm-hmm.
highest ranking
Mm-hmm.
class that they've ever had at the school.
Ever had in their life, yes.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the new pipeline. I think the impact of Colorado, the players going to Colorado to go to the NFL is going to become the new pipeline, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
our next moving on to our new hot topic. Federal courts appeals are held requiring the social media platform TikTok to be banned in the U.S. by mid-January. What do you think about that?
Hey, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I think the internet is poisoning our kids anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, but before I answer, I didn't even realize Ron Jack asked me this question. Uh,
hmm
Ash, what would you do if Taylor Swift brought the
that ain't never gonna happen. He being funny. That ain't never gonna happen. I
because
don't even think she's invested in football. She's just going because that's her man. I don't think she's invested
no,
like that.
he's asking me that because that's my team, right? So
Oh yeah, they're gonna win the Super Bowl again too.
if she bought the cheese from the hunt, just speaking hypotheticals, if she
hmm
bought the cheese from the Hunt's family, I would
hmm
actually positively be pissed off
hmm
at first. At first,
No, because nobody's gonna watch the game. Everybody, it's gonna be a soap opera. What she gonna do next? Like, to be honest, when she comes around, it messes the game up. To be honest, like, get out of here.
as long as we win, I don't care. Like look, like I don't care who on the team, as long as we win. So,
I
but
want to watch football, man. Like like they be doing too much. Like I want to when I watch a game. Like, listen, man, don't mess up a man's game. That's like you standing in front of the television while I'm watching the game, man.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, yeah. All right, so moving on to our next. I was ready for the ban for TikTok. So with TikTok in itself, um, it's gonna be a blow for the people that really use TikTok because there's people that turn TikTok into a lifestyle. They've been able to make money off of TikTok. They've been able to make a salary off of TikTok that they wouldn't make on their ordinary job. So I respect the fact that people could receive a income that's better than them going to a job that is going to wear and tear, break them down every single day, and they can make more money.
Yeah, I
So
disagree. Especially after you've seen this Drake and Kendrick situation, right? Where these people fudge the numbers, right? These people control the algorithm, who gets it, who don't get it. It like I don't know. It has to be more fair for me to feel sorry for them. Even YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, they all do the same thing. The algorithm is controlled by a certain amount of people. They fudge numbers, they lie, they got bots. You know what I'm saying? That blow up numbers. Cause like an example, Spotify. Why is it 292? Why is it 292 plays for $1? 292 streams for $1. Why? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at the end of the day, right? With this situation in particular, it's gonna change some things up because people like to get this stuff out there. I'm a content I'm a content creator, so
Mm-hmm.
my stuff out always to a different audience, and
Right.
just because.
But why you not on TikTok though? Why are you on YouTube?
But hold on.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just because TikTok in itself is just another place to release that where I probably wouldn't reach with YouTube. So my thing is
Mm-hmm.
always about the content creation, being able to get it out. Even
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact that they fudge the numbers. I know for a fact that they shadow ban and
Mm-hmm.
how they put stuff in the algorithm is not based on no real algorithm. It's not.
Mm-hmm. But my point is, I have a problem with any system that controls our art forms. You understand what I'm trying to say? Even the way we podcast, even the way we our expression, even though they always got some type of control over it. Like, you understand? Just like the black man invented the traffic light, white man invented the traffic ticket. Like, you understand? Like why do you have to control it to a certain extent where people are not the numbers is so much in your favor? It's ridiculous.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's worse than the music business. That's why people are quitting. It's
But
worse than the music business.
people,
And to T God, oh, I don't know who you are, but brother, we have ladies on this show. We have grown, mature people on the show. Please don't come on here with that nonsense,
yeah,
bro.
that's ridiculous. That's
You know what
ridiculous.
I'm saying? We don't do the disgusting perverted style. I don't know if you're being funny or whatever, but don't come over here with that stuff. Man.
Yeah,
We a
that's
mature
wild.
show. Yeah, don't come over here with that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
so
asking nicely, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you can't stop trolling, but come on, man. Don't try to hurt two black men doing something positive. That makes you like a crab, bro.
that's wild. That's wild.
I
That's
see these dudes come on here and be hating. Like, don't you should all like that's what's sad, man. It's always somebody pull you down, you know what I'm saying? Like what do you get out of coming on here disrespecting two black men for? Minding their business and just talking positive.
but the beautiful part is that you could turn it around right now and show love. That's how I'm just
Yeah,
that just
yeah.
show.
Yeah, don't come on here with that nonsense, man. You just want to go on people's platform and say the stupidest stuff. Like that's go
But
to bed. If you a kid, go to bed. It's your bedtime. Because I gotta be a kid, you know.
but going back, right? So like my thing is always the content creation cuz but see I've heard Nicki Minaj say this because when you look at her Instagram, right? She
Mm-hmm.
a ridiculous amount of followers. I think she got like 7
Mm-hmm.
million, right? But
Mm-hmm.
made a point that now I understand their mindset, right? So
Mm-hmm.
for us, our thing is just getting our stuff out there, more eyes, more people
Mm-hmm.
exposure, right? And because
Mm-hmm.
followers, real followers, on
Mm-hmm.
stuff, they shadow ban it with where they don't send it to all our real followers, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it gets so wicked now we have to pay the promotion for
Mm-hmm.
for our real followers to see
And,
what
and what is promotion? They be lying. Like bots is just the like perfect example. This is what's bothering me the most. Like even if you look at that the how they messing up the housing market, right? You overvalue everything.
hmm
You overvaluing like even somebody that has 1 million subscribers. You saying they got 10 million.
right,
You understand? They don't
right,
have 10 million. So
right,
now everybody has to get their numbers to that.
right.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Or we get kicked out the loop. The funny thing about Drake, look how long he capitalized off that
Yeah,
system.
we
You
spoke
understand? The
about that.
same system.
We spoke about
But
that.
but real hip hop is being gentrified.
Yeah,
It's being gentrified because we can't afford us independents can't afford now. Now all the companies bought up
or the labels.
the distribution. They bought all the distribution. So now you have to go direct or go through them.
hmm
So now you know damn well I'm not going to be able to get 1 million followers. I'm stuck with my little 10,000, or maybe if I get that, I mean, even though that's good for independent,
It's still good money. It's still good
you'll
money.
never make the money like them though. You'll
Right.
never make it because they already they killed the DSP. They took it. They bought it. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
No, I don't feel sorry for places like Tix and Sony just bought all of them. You know what I'm saying? Sony just bought Spotify and all. Like,
Like,
how do we get off? How do we get off though? We limited. Now we have to go to the now say your show blow up. You have to go to the table.
mm-hmm.
You can't do it on your own no more. They bought everything around you. You have to go to the table and negotiate a deal.
See, for me, it's not necessarily the company. It's about just being able to be a content
Yeah.
and putting your stuff out there. And the foundation of it is great, but when it's being controlled, it's a whole nother.
Yeah.
Just like how when YouTube first started, it was a foreign concept where you could
Right.
put on the internet and through this particular thing called YouTube, that the possibility of people that never heard of you, never seen you, can listen to your music, listen to your program
Mhm.
you had going on, and that will affect your bottom line.
But look how YouTube messed up the music.
Right.
People will rather swipe like me. I sell music. I sell beats, right?
Yes.
I sell beats. Artists don't even need to meet you no more. They'll go on YouTube and take a
But
wave
yeah.
off
Yeah.
of the YouTube
Hmm.
from some little kid playing Fruity Loops on his computer.
Yeah.
So now you want to mess the whole game. But now the business. Now
Yeah.
for somebody who this is their business,
Hmm.
you want to mess the whole business model up. There ain't no contracts involved no more. There's no none of that. I don't have to pay you. I can pay this little kid $10. He only want $10 for the beat.
Hmm.
You wanted $30,000. I give it to this kid for 10.
Right.
And the music sucks because of the quality. Because
Yeah.
these kids are not engineers. They're not real producers. They got AI software. They not. You understand? They're not on top of their craft. So
Even
that's why you get the quality of music that you get now.
and the first adaptation that I seen of that was the change of the use of the studio. It used to be an event on being able
Yeah.
to book a session to actually
Yes.
studio and to work on your music. Now there is no studio session. When people see that
No.
I'm on studio, they be like, "What?" Like,
Yeah.
wow, like
Because
you know,
you have it in your crib. You have all the software, all the plugins. Nobody has hardware no more. Everybody got all the plugins in the world. Mix it out there. And now you don't even have to mix your own music. AI will mix it for you.
yes, and
AI will mix it for you.
and I grew up with hardware. My father
Mhm.
had all the hardware. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he sure was. Sure
He-
did it. He sure did. That was a nice studio too.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the
Yeah,
that's the where that's my root that I come from on having hardware, having
right.
having these real instruments a part of my music, and it's a lost art form, and it keeps being the agitation keeps taken away and away. Like even the other day, I heard an uh, AI Tupac, Biggie, and 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 who's singing the hook? Nate Dogg, and the song
Mm-hmm.
"Fire," and it was a
Mm-hmm.
fire. And so
Mm-hmm.
because of that, a part of that is why you see people not even really caring about music the way they.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
so with this situation with TikTok by itself, it hurts the content creator. So I don't feel sorry for the company, but the content creator just lose another place where they could go and and share their talent. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. College football ash picks is in. College football ash picks is in. My 5 games that I called. If y'all would have listened to me, if y'all would have listened to your big brother, you could have won some money. I tell y'all this every week. All right. All right. So first game I called Tennessee versus sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, yeah. So, all right, first game I called was number 20 UNLV playing number 10 Boise State. I said Boise State will win. They got the W. Number 16 Iowa State played number 15 Arizona State. I said Arizona State will win the game. They got the W. Number 3 Penn State playing number 1 Oregon. I said Oregon will win the game. Got the W. Said 17 Clemson versus number 8 SMU. I said Clemson was going to win that game as an underdog. They got the W. And number 5 Georgia played number 2 Texas. I did go with Texas, but Georgia caught the W, so I lost that game. But you could have won some money. That's 4 out of 5. So next time, listen to your big brother. College football playoffs is set. The first round in the playoffs, you got Tennessee versus Ohio State. The winner of that game is going to play Oregon. You got Clemson playing Texas. The winner of that game, that's gonna be a good game, is going to play
Mm-hmm.
Indiana is playing Notre Dame. The winner of that game is going to play Georgia. You got SMU playing Penn State, and the winner of that game is playing Boise. Any of those games stick out to you?
Georgia.
Georgia?
I got Georgia and Penn State. Those two teams I know for sure. That's I ain't gonna say I know for sure. That's those two I got definite picks.
Okay. Okay. Well, if they was to win, they wouldn't play in the finals. They will play
No,
in.
I'm not talking about them playing each other. I'm talking about that's I got Penn State. I'm picking Penn State.
Okay.
I got Clemson.
Okay.
And I think and whoever played Georgia gonna lose to Georgia.
Okay. So,
Point I don't think Notre Dame. It's the winner of the Notre Dame game is gonna play Georgia, right?
right. Right.
I don't think either team could beat Georgia. I
Right.
don't think. Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you because, like,
Mm-hmm.
actually, Penn State got a nice little way to the
Mm-hmm.
championship. If
Yeah.
they SMU, which I think they will, I think they could beat Boise. And if they beat
Mm-hmm.
Boise, they are going to eventually play Georgia. I agree. I think no matter
Mm-hmm.
Indiana or Notre Dame, which I think Notre Dame is going to win that game, they're going
Mm-hmm.
to.
And
And
Georgia gonna kick their butt, and they're gonna want to play. That's what I'm saying. Penn
yeah,
State, Georgia, but
yeah.
Georgia, my team. Georgia's my team.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Tennessee got a nice little run for it because I think Ohio State is a little still punch drunk that they lost to Big Brother Michigan, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Tennessee is going to beat them, and I think Tennessee is going to give Oregon a game that they is not expecting because Tennessee
Mm-hmm.
is on a whole nother level, and they got guys on that defense that are really good.
Mm-hmm.
And
See, I'm different. I think Ohio State is not going to lose two straight. I think they're going to go come hard. They're going to be more prepared.
more prepared.
I think that's what I think. They got the talent.
Yeah, Tennessee just got guys athletically on the side, but
Yeah,
Ohio State is weak on that offensive line.
they
And
are.
got guys on that defensive line that get after you. So it's going to be a good game, though. But I think Tennessee wins that game, and I think Tennessee beats Oregon. Oregon is the most unimpressive. Undefeated.
I don't even like Oregon, so I
Yeah,
don't. It don't. Yeah,
they
I always root for them to lose.
they so unimpressive. I
Yeah.
Clemson and Texas game, but I think Texas won that game, and I think Texas beat Arizona State. Arizona State is really good. They got a really good team, physical, big,
Mm-hmm.
running back pause. He runs hard. He's
Mm-hmm.
going to play in the NFL scatterable, but I think they do lose to Texas. Texas, the more uh, just the superior team athletically. I
Yeah,
think
Texas tough, man. I'm surprised they lost that game. It was a lot of turnovers, man. Like they
there's a
blew
lot of
that game.
hitting going on in that game.
Yes, that was.
A
You
lot
know
of-
what Texas messed up though? When they got them back to back penalties, too
yeah,
many penalties, man.
yeah,
You can't you gotta be disciplined at the wrong
yeah.
discipline. That's what beat them.
Yeah, I agree. I think Texas beats whether it's Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is
That's the only team I could see beating Georgia that was tough enough.
yeah. I think
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a rematch. I think it's going.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Mm-hmm.
if they play
I
each
don't know. I got a feeling about Penn State, man. I got a feeling. I don't know. It's just, I just got. I like certain things I see with them. I got a feeling about Penn State, man.
Penn State is a good team, but
Mm-hmm.
it's something about when you play because you played right. It's
Mm-hmm.
about playing in them big games that certain coaches
Mm-hmm.
just know how to adjust fast.
Yeah, you're right.
And the Penn State coach, he's a decent coach. He beat all the teams that he's supposed to beat, but in the
Mm-hmm.
games, it don't feel like he makes the proper adjustments.
Yeah,
So, and that's just always been his history. He's remember before he got to Penn
it's
State.
true. You're right. I just feel like something. It's just how you get a
Yeah,
gut feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I honestly thought Penn State was going to be Ohio State. I really thought that
Mm-hmm.
game. So, but all the best to him, man. All the best. To him.
You
I
only got to win one game, man. One game. Just
one
win
game,
one game at a time. That's it.
one game at a time. All right, moving on to our next segment, keep the lie live segment. This segment is I'm sorry, I skipped the ad. But Keep the Lie Live segment, this particular message for this show for Keep the Lie Live, people, pay your debts, especially when it deals with people who you call friends.
Mm-hmm.
Pay your debts. It's crazy to me, right? Where you can lend a friend some money. Yeah, bro. Yo, you looked out for me. You saved my life. Cool. Like, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I can do it. I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna make sure you get this plus interest. Oh yeah, all right, cool. Appreciate it. Don't even put a time limit on it. Don't even care about no interest. You don't even think.
Mm-hmm.
But when you turn
Mm-hmm.
around and you see them go on vacation, you see them get
Mm-hmm.
cars, you see them, just doing things or whatever that would add
Mm-hmm.
to that financial portion of it. You're like, damn, you don't respect me enough as your friend, even
Mm-hmm.
think I have it or not, to pay back your debts. Is it
Mm-hmm.
how it tastes in the friendship and just in spirit of life? Pay your damn debt. Cause
Mm-hmm.
nobody want to mess with no shiftless person, people that can't
Mm-hmm.
take care of what they supposed to take care of. Pay your debts.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with doing business with friends. There's nothing wrong with taking care of things with your friends. But your friends have to respect you enough to make sure
Mm-hmm.
you're good. I can never be in clear conscience if I ever borrow money, if I ever had to, even though I'd rather starve than to borrow money from anyone. But if I had to, guess what? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
doing a damn thing until I pay that money back because
Mm-hmm.
spirit to make sure that my friend know that I don't take our friendship for.
Mm-hmm.
Is
You can
this?
have it. I'm the type of person you can have it because if I gotta chase you for it, you can have it. You good luck.
But
Don't
see,
good luck.
see, but see again, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact of the matter is, even though you come to that
Mm-hmm.
realization, which is a great realization, you shouldn't even have to come to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because respect,
Mm-hmm.
you can have it, bro. But you know
I
what?
agree.
Now the relationship
Mm-hmm.
changes because
There
you
is no relationship. We done. I'm
right.
done. I'm done with you. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I rather
Mm-hmm.
have my brotherhood, my friendship with my friend
Mm-hmm.
is great.
Mm-hmm.
So he understands the type of man that I am. We not
Mm-hmm.
children. We not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're men and
Mm-hmm.
with things in a men way. Like I hate when somebody say, "Yo, there's only two things I got in this world. That's my word and my balls, and I ain't gonna break."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bro, you done broke them 10 times over.
Yeah, the person that usually says that's the one that breaks it. Yep.
So it's like, yo,
Yeah.
number.
A lot of the time, if you was a man about your word and your balls, you wouldn't even need a loan. It's always the ones that.
You know what I'm saying? You-
How about that one? You know what I'm saying?
And
How
that's
about that?
that's so perfect. But
Yeah.
just in case, if something was to happen, because guess what? We live in this thing called life, and things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, cool. But when somebody look out for you, and
Mm-hmm.
and it's not necessarily a need, even though you did needed them to look out for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's all about the respect. The person gave you that love based on the respect
Mm-hmm.
they have for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you don't have that same reciprocal respect to make sure you get back,
Mm-hmm.
sure you don't take care of your business, says a lot about your character. And it's very hard for yo, bro. I haven't spoken to you in months. Why do you think that is, bro? You're not a man
Mm-hmm.
of word.
I'm the type of person. I'm not even ask. I would never ask someone for. It take a lot. Like my pride get in the way. I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To humble yourself to ask another man for money is wild. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And then not to pay him back. You the worst type of bum to me. You the worst type of bum.
I've had somebody I know ask me. I won't even say I don't want to. I
Mhm.
don't want to resolve it to that. I have a bro that asked me for $20 because he didn't have $20 in his pocket. Mind you, I'm in a whole nother state. He lives
Mhm.
in a whole nother state. So as a grown man over a certain age, you don't have $20 in your pocket to
Mhm.
travel, bro.
Nick Nepper. What are you talking about? You talking about Justin Bieber breaking news?
Yeah, nah.
I don't know.
But you got bigger problems than that. So, but at the end of the day,
Mhm.
you're not able to pay your debts back as a man, as a person. You lose your value within the friendship, not because of the money aspect, it's because of the
Mhm.
respect aspect. The money is tied to the respect portion of it. Even if you don't have it to give it back to me all at,
Mhm.
bro, I refuse not to pay you back, but I could pay you back piece by piece. I know I was going to give it to you all at one time, but I want to give it to you piece by piece. Is that cool? Yes, that's cool because you
Mhm.
initiative to respect the friend
Mhm.
because it's all about the respect level. So when you come
Mhm.
to
I
say,
agree with that, but I don't even want to be in that situation because that'll make, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. If you had it, if I felt you had it and you wasn't giving it back to me, that's a whole nother situation.
hmm but
That's
see,
a whole nother situation.
the way I look at it, it shouldn't even matter, regardless if
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
the respect level. That's all that matters because when you needed it,
Mm-hmm.
you went through hella high water to humble you.
Mm-hmm.
Ask me this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
um, at the end of the day, it's not even about the value. It's the
Mm-hmm.
you're being a man of your word.
Yeah, you supposed, and not even a man of your word. You're supposed to be my homie. Like you supposed to be my man. So are you pressure bust pipes right now? I'm starting to see really not.
Right.
And you playing me in my face. Like that's
Right.
gonna take. That's why I don't even have friends. I don't even think I would even lend it, to be honest, because I'm the type of person. If you don't pay me back, I'm gonna take it a certain way. Like I'm
Right.
gonna really think about. You understand? I'm
Yeah.
that type of person. It's gonna bother me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm the same way too. It,
Mhm.
it really it bothers me based on the lack of respect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
because if you're continually to struggle, I'm not going to ask either way. But if I realize 6 months then pass, and the next time I see you and you're on vacation, then
yeah,
that you owe me is going to flash in my head and be like, "Yo,
yeah.
you're going on vacation and you didn't pay me
We
back."
can't be friends no more because the more I see it, the more things. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't be friends no. Like at that point, I have to cut it off and charge it as a loss because now something's going to happen because I can't keep looking at that.
Right.
I'm gonna have to address it, and ain't nothing good gonna come out of that because if you don't got my money, something got to happen, right? So
hmm
you might as well walk away from me. You
Right.
might as well walk away from me.
Right.
You
So
might as well.
so again today, keep the lie alive. Pay your debts.
Yeah.
Your debts, especially when it's your friends. Y'all, man, it's been a terrific show. Let me see what they going on.
You right, Nick. Nick, you're correct. Charge it to the game and walk away. That's right.
Facts. That is a fact. Charge the game
Yeah.
walk back. We need to bring that back into the culture. Uh,
Hmm.
being
Peace, Lucas.
your word. Yes. Not everyone
Hmm.
be a contract. That is a fact. That is
Hmm.
a fact.
Hmm.
About being a man of your word. Like
That's
I
right.
my bad guy.
Hmm. No, no, no. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing
Yeah.
with you.
Like I don't understand like how you can do things knowing that you still owe. Like me personally,
Hmm.
ever in a situation where I had to borrow some money, and you said the perfect word to think about that concept, to humble yourself, to really
Hmm.
other man basically to like, yo, can you look out?
Yeah.
I couldn't even function correctly until this man get his money back plus
Yeah. Yeah.
that's just me personally. Like,
Yeah.
I would rather
And,
off to do that though.
yeah. And,
So
and, and what's crazy is you gotta be a special type of person because you don't care how I think about you. You don't care. Like I'm looking at you like, damn, you're not going like I don't know. You got to be a different type of. I ain't gonna say stupid, but this is my point right now. We in a time where people get used all the time. Like scamming is like a second part of life now.
Yeah,
So you have to make sure your relationships are solid before you be loaning people money, man.
yeah, yeah. I'm honestly, I'm not the general. In general, I'm not the type to even do it for real.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I
Yeah,
mean, because I mean, I have to see you and I have to see it and let me offer it. Don't ask me because I feel like you try. First of all, you ain't gonna think I got it. I'm
yeah,
not. I don't. I'm not a flasher.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't even. I ain't worried about that.
Yeah. I mean,
Drugs is not because the friend's not paying you back. Petty cat. No, that Nick, I don't agree with that. This you got family. You got sometimes you got grown kids that'll borrow money. They car broke down, right?
hmm
You know what I'm saying? I got a situation right now. My daughter got a million tickets on her card. I'm telling her, yo, I'm seeing these letters. I'm seeing these letters. She don't pay the ticket. They
yeah,
told her card. I give her the money, right? She ain't pay me back yet.
hmm
Now I'm seeing tickets again. What's going to happen when they tow your car? But see, I'm laughing because they're going to tow it again, and I don't got it.
yeah.
I'm not getting.
So
I have it, but I don't get it.
it's
You're
gonna
gonna have to figure it out now. You understand? That's what I'm saying. That's how.
hmm
So it don't necessarily be no drugs and stuff like that. People just use you because they think you got it.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, when you look at this situation, just on that mindset alone of working it out, because you said it, that
Yeah.
first and your last notion. Because if you could go to someone to get it, you know how
Yeah.
comfortable that is. If you get into a jam and you could go to somebody and you know they
Mm-hmm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
when you're forced to figure it out, that's a different type of
Right.
survival tactic that you don't really learn and adapt to your real life
Mhm.
because you
Facts, Nick.
survival
Facts.
into
Mm-hmm.
that you could because survival turns into to comfort.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
survive. Once you learn
Mm-hmm.
how to survive, you build it up to comfort so that way you don't have to go
Mm-hmm.
back to surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Surviving is not a lifestyle. At least
Mm-hmm.
not from my mindset. I can't be in a situation where I constantly gotta survive. Survive. I gotta survive today. And so I can't live like that. I'd rather
Mm-hmm.
not sleep weeks
That's right.
my back
That's right. That's right.
comfort than
Mm-hmm.
survive.
Mm-hmm.
My mindset. Because guess what? Mom and daddy gone. My
Mm-hmm.
oldest brother, he gone. I
Mm-hmm.
live in a world where that is that's a real thing. I have to
That's true.
always
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
relationship in
It
my
lives and dies with us, bro. Lives and dies with us. That's the man way.
yes, absolutely. Lessons need to be learned. That's a
What's
fact.
good, Mountain Dew Master?
Shout out
That's
to
a
shout out to
Mountain Dew Master. What's good?
shout out to Nick Naka. Shout out to Mountain
Yeah,
Dew.
Nick Nepper was uh he was saying some stuff. I was agreeing with him too. He was dropping some knowledge.
Shout out to DB Cooper. Shout out to G Wiz. Shout out to G Wiz, grown
What's
ass.
up? Yeah, Sean. I'm an Eagle fan too, especially after my man Barkley there. Yeah,
Barkley killer.
yes,
Barkley.
he is.
It's
I
second.
think he's an MVP candidate. You ask me, but you know,
Give him the MVP. Forget being a
yeah.
give him the MVP. Who else had the better season and impact?
What's his name having a good season? That quarterback for the Bills. I like him too, though. You know.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, and the Ravens. That my man Jackson's always in the hunt for it.
Nah, give it to Saquon. Give-
I want to, yeah, but he got a team though. He got a team though.
But that's a good team, but they wouldn't look like how they look without Saquon.
Yeah, but can they win without him? Yes.
They can win a couple games, but they can't win the championship without him.
He sucked today. Yeah, they probably keying on him like, but shoot, it ain't the. As long as he not on them Giants, man, it was sad to watch that talent go to waste. So
Because they
that
not,
was sad.
they not beating my team without Saquon. They not beating the Chiefs without.
Nobody beating the Chiefs. I got Philly and the Chiefs going. I got the Chiefs. You know, Chiefs just know how to win.
Yeah we do. Even when we play terrible,
Yeah, yeah.
it's some big moments. Y'all been amazing. I want to thank y'all for tapping in. This has been such a fire episode as anticipated. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild. I got my guest co-host with me, my brother Jokey from Jokey Entertainment. We're on every Thursday, every Sunday at 10:30 p.m. I want to shout out some of the sponsors of the show: Bravo Section, Button Snaps, OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can hit me on Instagram at Ashley Lovechild, and we could work some now. Also, to the membership portion of the page, different memberships, different access. You get a badge. You see some of our badge holders in the chat. Tap in with the memberships of the page. I'm telling you, it's so much fun, so fire. Get all types of dope access as well. Make sure y'all tap into the Overstand podcast on this channel as well. While understand where you can overstand every Monday at 9:30.
And
Brother,
what's up, Braden and Nicole from Oklahoma?
oh,
And peace to Ronan. Ronan, you holding it down, I see, man. Holding it down now.
shout out to Oklahoma in the building, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Jokey, let them know what you got going on before we get up out of
You
here.
can just check me on Jokey on Instagram, or you can check me at Keith Griffin on Facebook. We'll be talking about different topics on there too.
Make sure y'all go tap in with my bro. His topics be so thought provoking and
Yeah.
everyday things that people is
Mhm.
you know
Spiritual, like I do a lot of spiritual talk. So if you're not into spiritualism, don't come. I'm telling you now.
shout out to T in the building. Word life, son. You funny.
Well, you got to be over 40. Deb, you got to be a word life. You God body.
Shout out. So before we because we got like a few seconds left. Shout out to Rowan Jack, Rowan Jack, Rowan Jack. You the MVP as always. We appreciate you. And again, y'all, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tap in every Sunday, every Thursday at 10:30. And y'all already know what it is. It's love. And we out of here.
All right.